The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries. The Professional Fence Company. Our name says it all. No job too big or too small. Nunboys.com. And GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm Glenn Young alongside head coach Tom Paris and Hal Nunn. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries. Professional Fence Company, ProFence.com, and find them on Facebook and on the web. Their name says it all. No job too big or too small. Give them a call, 910-875-5912. Nunboys.com, embroidery, marketing, t-shirts, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. And a special shout out to Chris Crowder, who is the owner and proprietor of Professional Fence, one of our key sponsors. Does great work. His son plays on the JV team. But talked to him last Thursday, and he's already signed on to be a sponsor for the Coaches Show next year, in the 2016 season. So shout out to Chris Crowder. Appreciate you, as well as all our sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, give us a call at 910-257-0526. Inbox me, Glenn Young, on Facebook or Hal Nunn. And let us know. Great show. But without a coach, we don't have a show. And Coach, really appreciate you sitting down with us, sharing, opening up to us, making yourself available, your facilities, your team, your coaches, and everything. I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate all y'all do. It means a lot. Whatever you can do, whatever anybody's willing to do to promote our kids and get them out there. You can't put a value on it.
No.
And for y'all to take time and do it, it means more to me than you know.
Appreciate it. Coach, went into Richmond. Richmond came into here, actually. Dominant ball game on their part, very physical ball game, and the injury report showed it. Jacob rushing, Harley Ellis, Quinn Maynor,
and a new kid, Drebnak.
How are these guys doing? Are they going to be available this week?
Yeah, Jacob Drebnak is good. He's practiced every day this week. He tweaked his ankle a little bit. Right now, Jacob Rushing is not available. Jacob is out this week, possibly next week.
Wow.
It's day to day.
So it's a much worse spring than first thought.
Yeah, he's in a compression boot. He has seen an orthopedist, and we're taking it day to day. He's getting treatment every day from Coach Schmidt. He's up on it and he's moving around in that boot. Looks good. He's in good spirits, but we're hoping for the best. And
how about Harley Ellis? I wasn't at the game. I was out of town this weekend, but I understand that he was taken off by ambulance, and sometimes that leads people to think some severe stuff's going on. So rumors were coming to me of broken ribs, head trauma, but it was really not that bad.
Well, we weren't sure at first, and you know how Coach Schmidt is. She always errs on the side of caution.
And you need to.
She is by far
the best in the area.
And no doubt about it.
If not the state.
Yeah, I agree. And, she's the best I've ever worked with. I mean, she's really, really good. And I've worked with some good trainers.
Right.
Upon the initial eval on the field, looking at where the bulk of his discomfort and pain was, I felt encouraged because I asked her walking off the field if she thought it was ribs. She said it was because of how low it was. She did not think it was. She was just worried about the internal organ bruising. And then, of course, I said that was my concern, whether or not he might have a bruised or a lacerated liver.
So it turned out to be just bruised ribs.
One bruised rib.
Or one.
One bruised rib. And then he had, he's got a nice bruise on his external oblique.
He'll remember that one.
He will.
One of the big uglies, and I saw the play, was on a punt return. It wasn't a dirty hit as the kid peeled back and hit him. So it was nothing dirty about the hit, but it was just a solid physical hit. And of course he went down. Is he going to be available this week?
He is, and the thing about the thing about that hit that you saw, and there were several in that game.
Yes,
is that type block has been illegalized. Those blocks are no longer legal.
The peel back block looked like he took his shoulder high in the chest. And they didn't call it though.
No, well they didn't. and that was frustrating for me. And Richmond is notorious for playing that way. And I have a problem with the illegalization of that block because it's part of football.
Right.
It's part of football. And it's like you say so many times, it is what it is. And I didn't contest it, the no call. I asked him, I said, why didn't y'all call that? I said, it's an unprotected player. He doesn't have an opportunity to prepare himself for the hit. And of course, I didn't get an answer. But
it'd be something to show at the coaches clinic next spring.
Well, the thing about it, it happened twice. And good on their part because the kid is well coached. He's well coached on the second punt return. And when I watched him, I said, well, why is he coming to this side? He was trying to set his wall up to the right for return right. And on the second time, he did the same exact thing, and then, of course, took it to the house. But yeah, when a kid is vulnerable out there and he's wide open, even all the way down to the NFL, a player that cannot protect himself, they should have called him.
Well, like I said, I think it's a great block. Part of what frustrates me is when you look at the evolution of some of the rules.
Right.
I think the National High School Federation is really trying to make a subtle effort to take some of the violence out of the game. And where I struggle with that is the fact that football's a violent game.
It is a violent
violent game.
It is what it is, and you can't make it something that is not. And oftentimes it seems like if you have a kid pull back, they end up getting hurt because they're not going full
That's
blast.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
So the only one that looks like it's going to be out is Jacob Rushing.
And Maynard was the fourth one.
And Quinn Maynard. Now, he got dinged on the sideline, but some are saying it seemed like he collapsed on the sideline. Was he sick or?
He was. It was his ankle as well.
Okay.
And but he's good. He
looks like he's good. Now, Jason Drebnick, or Jacob Drebnick, this is a new player.
He's been with us about 3 weeks now. He transferred here from Garner, played at Garner.
Tough school.
Yeah, and
worked his way into the starting lineup, apparently.
Well, he's a tough kid. He was impressive from the first day that he came out there, and we've experimented with him, and with Michael's ability to play a little bit closer to the party, that opened up the opportunity for Jacob to get in the game. And he's a good football player. Going to be a good football player.
Now, what year is he?
He's a junior.
Okay, so we got him one more year. When you look at it, Coach, and you look at the stats, and after the running game was gone, we were left with the passing game. He had some key catches. Brandon Smith caught one-handed stab by Chase Jackson. That was a good catch, but we just couldn't get anything going. On the a lot of times, though, when you look at Montrell Douglas, I thought he was open. A lot of balls were near him, but just thought they could have been contested a little bit more so they wouldn't have been interceptions. There's no such thing as a perfect pass. No. Did you see the same thing?
I did, and it goes back to what we've talked about so many weeks with the timing aspect.
Right.
And we've done some things to shake it up a little bit this week, and the timing looks good. So
it's coming. You can tell me he settled down. KJ Thorpe, that is, quarterback. But I mean, a lot of the balls I thought, hey, you got to help him out because there's no such thing as a perfect ball.
You got to go get him. You got to help your quarterback out at times. And speaking of KJ Thorpe, has he been playing has he played any other games other than varsity? Have you had him down on the JV at all?
We moved all of our sophomores down for the Rocky Mount JV game.
Okay.
We did not have a varsity game that week.
That was the delay.
Correct, and we didn't play the JV game the week before, so it was an opportunity for us to move the sophomores down.
Right, because you can. It's legal.
Not burn their 8 quarters.
Right, it's perfectly legal.
So, he did play against Rocky Mount.
How'd he do?
Not bad. We had some turnover problems again. Some of them were on him, but
you need to get him those reps because he's still young.
No
right?
doubt about
this guy's the guy you're going to go with. You're with him.
He's a junior next year.
Well, we've got two. We've got he and Andre Pegues who work at quarterback, and and Andre's working at quarterback this week like he has every week. So
now Andre, he's not a junior.
He's a sophomore too.
So you've got two
These
guys.
are the ones with a heavy competition in the earlier year,
right.
And Coach had to name the starter, and KJ ended up getting the job.
He did.
Right.
Coach, really not too much we can say about that one. I mean, pretty much can put it to bed. Physical ball game. Richmond's a good team. We knew that going in.
No doubt.
And we'll just leave it there. When we come back, well, something else you want to say, Coach?
Well, part of our game plan, the biggest part of our game plan was our Kong package, and which is what we opened the game with.
Right.
And Jacob was such a pivotal piece of that package. Once we lost him, we didn't really prepare for the likelihood of that happening. So
And it seemed like we sort of hit him on the heels because they were trying to guess what we were doing.
We did.
They started with an onside kick, so we had it at midfield, but just couldn't get it. It was a great plan, just couldn't get it
Well,
instituted.
apparently you had some things working for Jacob that were going to get not only with him with the ball, but kind of as a detractor.
Well, the whole thing was designed to get the ball to Brandon Smith more and to get the ball to Devin Norwood more.
Right.
And our ability to do that, the whole package kind of went into the dumpster, I guess, if you will, when Jacob went
Jacob
down.
went down.
What did you say at that moment to yourself?
I told Coach Walworth on the headset, I said, golly, man, we can't catch a break. We just can't catch a break. You can't script it any worse.
Well, we need to leave it there, Coach. When we come back, let Richmond go, put it to bed. We'll come back and we'll talk homecoming week in Lumberton. We'll be right back.